Hi there, I'm Riley Wilson for Guitar Made Simpler, and welcome to Lesson 12 of the book, Guitar Made Simpler. Grab a pick like I've got, or maybe a different kind of a pick. Grab your guitar and your copy of Guitar Made Simpler, available from Amazon.com or us at guitarmadesimpler.com, and let's get going. Here's my first string or high E. The second or B string. Your third or G string. The fourth or D string. Your fifth or A string. And the sixth or low E string. Now, one of the reasons that I don't spend a lot of time tuning our guitars is that we're using A440 as our reference pitch. All right, last time we covered Doo-Wop Bop, which was the G, E minor, A minor, D7. I've also got the book, I've got it written as a 1625 in the book. Since we've covered the key of G, let's go directly to the key of C. So we're going to use C, A minor, D minor, and G7. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Playing count. 1, 2, idea. The next piece we're going to look at is 1325, which is a C, E minor, F, G7 chord. It's a 1 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, hence the sometimes corny title in 1345. That's how we're doing this. Let's play it together with me one time, and be aware that we're going to let the and of 4 tie into 1. We're going to play 2 as a quarter note. So this has kind of what I've told students over the years, a bit of a pregnant pause as we go into the second and fourth measures. Play and count loud with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2. Keep playing and count. Now it's time to start doing some movable bar chords. B minor is a good example of that. So we're going to move this up and down the fingerboard, 1 fret up and then a fret back. And let's do this together. This is track 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep playing and counting. Track 51, the C7, is going to use the C chord you already know how to play, but put your pinky on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. We're going to only strike strings 5 through 2 here. So be careful to only strike the middle 4 strings. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, So learning that minor and that dominant 7 chord will allow us to play a little bit more complex kind of chord progression. The next two, tracks 52 and 53, we're going to do that. So track 52 is the G, B minor, C, D7. When you're going from C to D7, just slide the fingers, slide your hand up 2 frets by loosening the finger pressure a little bit and then adding the pinky. And let's do this. This will be track 52. 1, 2, 3, 4. Playing and counting aloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Keep playing and counting aloud. Yes, I realize these are a little bit of a challenge, but we're at a point where I want to push you a little bit as a player so that you can play more complex material. I realize it'll take a little bit of time to get where you can do that. Be sure also with your picking hand that you're not hitting a string that's not part of the chord. That's very, very important. Now let's finally wrap up with track 53, the same thing but the key of A, so it's going to be A, C sharp minor at the 4th fret, D, and then E7 at the 5th fret. Pick the correct strings. Here we go. Play and count aloud with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Keep playing and counting aloud. And that's track 53. I realize that we've covered a lot of ground in these first 12 lessons, and some of these things may be difficult for you. So if they are, go back to lesson 1, review everything we've done so far. When it comes to these things, you're going to have to play and count them very, very slowly several times before you ever involve a metronome. And then when you do, start at 40 beats a minute. It really is important. And it will allow you to play mistake-free, which is what we all want. Thanks, everybody. I will see you next time right here on Guitar Made Simpler. I'm Riley Wilson.